Hello, my most amazing artists. Today we are going to finish our Boab trees. We are going to color them today. So we are using the element of art, color baby color. And we're going to be using oil pastels because they are so vibrant and bold and beautiful. So we are going to use those. And what we want to do is we want to use color to emphasize a few things on our project. So emphasize means that we make it stand out. It is something that our eye is drawn to, and we're going to use color in order to do that. If you did not finish painting or outlining your Boab trees in black paint last week, then when you're finished coloring, when you are finished, not at the beginning, when you're finished coloring, you can take a black oil pastel and do a thick line of black oil pastel. Also, sometimes when we color, we'll kind of color over some of these details. And if you do that, you'll need to take a black oil pastel and trace over them once more once you're finished coloring. All right, so let me show you. What I would like for you to do is use two colors on the trees because remember, they look like bottles. And you do not have to use purple and blue like the trees that we saw, but I would like you to use analogous colors. And if you know what analogous colors are, they are colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. So yellow and orange are analogous, or red and orange are analogous. Yellow and green are analogous. Green and blue are analogous. Let me just show you one real quick. I think I'm going to use red and orange. So you're going to take the red and the orange. Now, if these look messy, that's okay. It's not going to mess up your project. And I'm going to start with the lighter color, and I want to press down really hard. See, I can press down lightly, and it doesn't look near as good. So you want to press down really hard and try to stay in the lines. Basically, you have created a coloring book page with your drawing and your painting of the black lines. So you want to try to stay within the lines while you color today to make your project look really nice and neat. Okay, and we are going to emphasize a couple of things on here. So one of the most important things on our project is what? Our tree. So we definitely want people who look at our art to see the tree. So we want to color the whole tree, and we want it to be bold. That's why we're using oil pastels, and we want our tree to stand out. So I'm going to color about half of it orange, and then I'm going to color the bottom half the darker color, so red, and this is going to give it a little bit of value. And I can even let the red and the orange mix. Okay, so again, I'm staying within the lines. I am coloring nice and neat. I'm pressing down very firmly. My hand is actually starting to kind of hurt a little bit. I mean, it doesn't hurt bad, but it's starting to hurt just a tad because I'm pressing down really hard. I'm using my muscles. So be sure that you're using your muscles, and you can see I can press down hard and color pretty fast. So you want to do that. And then we're going to color the tree leaves. We don't want to forget about those. So if you can see, I've colored that. If I wanted to even add more value, I could add some yellow at the top, but you don't have to. This is just, I'm adding value because I think it looks nice. Okay, so now I'm going to color the tree leaves. I am coloring over that black line right there because I want it to appear that this leaf is going on in front of that bottle. And I think I'm going to use two different color greens because I think that that would look good. So I'm going to color some of these the light green, and then I know that there's a dark green oil pastel, so I'm going to color some of them the dark green oil pastel color, just because that adds some variety into my work and it gives me more to look at. Okay, now I would have finished this tree trunk right here, but I'm trying to make this video a little bit quick for y'all. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color the strips or the lines where my symbols are. And I think I'm going to color my symbols first because I want them to show up. So this symbol, if I recall correctly, means watering hole. So I'm going to color it, or I think it also meant campground, but it meant a couple of different things. So I'm going to color the outside blue for water. You can color them any colors you want. I'm just trying to make a little bit of sense of it. And so I'm going to color that because I want this to be emphasized. I want people to see my symbols. So I don't want them to get lost. And then I think I'm going to find a light blue and color the little inside light blue. You can see my black line is kind of getting lost. So at the very, very, very end, I can take my black oil pastel and I can just go back over my black line. And that will make that stand out. Now, it's not the end, so I don't want to do this anymore, but because I am going to color this strip, and I'm going to color this strip, I'm going to color this strip. So, and then I'm going to leave the background the brown paper. I'm going to let the background be the brown paper so that my colorful parts stand out or are emphasized. When you are finished with this, you're going to place it in the middle of your table, and then I have a coloring page for you. It's an abstract op art coloring page, and so the way you color it can make it look really cool. And you're going to use markers or crayons to color. We're not using oil pastels to color on the coloring page. So when I'm finished, I'll show you what this looks like, and I hope you enjoy coloring.